Every day is a vote for your future. There comes a moment in every life when silence becomes louder than noise, when the mirror doesn't judge but asks a question: are you becoming who you were meant to be, or who you've been told to be? Every day, this question floats in the air. It doesn't demand an answer through pressure, but offers one through possibility. You see, success isn't a secret mountain reserved for a chosen few. It's not fate, it's not luck. It's not something only for the rich, the connected, or the gifted. Success is a decision, not a one-time choice, but a daily one, quietly, relentlessly made in the unseen hours, in the uncomfortable moments, in the choices no one sees or claps for. Every day is a vote for your future. Every small step is a silent declaration: I'm not staying where I am. The problem? Most people don't realize that every step counts. They wait for the leap, the spotlight, the perfect timing. But life doesn't reward those who wait. Life rewards those who work, who refuse to retreat, who understand that progress isn't loud, it's consistent, that greatness isn't a mood, it's a mindset, that every ordinary day holds the potential for an extraordinary step forward. So let's decide, right now. Let's stop worshipping comfort. Let's stop begging for motivation. Let's stop playing small to protect our fears. From this moment forward, we rise, one disciplined step at a time, because every day, every breath, every sunrise is another step closer to your destiny. But it starts not with the world. It starts with you. Attitude, the architect of reality. Attitude isn't decoration. It's not a fake smile painted over despair. Attitude is the architect of your reality. It's the software that runs the operating system of your life. If that software is outdated, infected with victimhood, or corrupted by excuses, you will build failure even while working hard. But if your attitude is upgraded, sharp, hope-focused, grounded in responsibility, you will build greatness even in chaos. Most people wake up and hand their attitude over to circumstance. They say, I'll be in a good mood if today goes well. That's like saying, I'll believe in the sunrise if it's sunny. Your attitude must precede your outcomes, not follow them. Your energy leads your results. Your outlook shapes your output. Your belief drives your behavior. Don't ask what's going to happen today. Ask, what am I going to bring to today? You want to know how millionaires think? They don't wait for circumstances to align. They align themselves. They show up with belief before proof. That's what separates winners from wishers. You don't get rich by accident. You get rich by habit. You get rich by vision. And vision is born in attitude. So if you want to change your life, don't start with your bank account. Start with your mindset, because your attitude is your asset. Communication. Speak the language of value. The most underused wealth-building skill on earth is this: learning to communicate with power, not to impress, not to manipulate, but to connect, to lead, to shift minds and open doors that talent alone cannot. Right now, there are people less skilled than you, less experienced than you, earning more than you, because they know how to speak their value. Understand this: your value is not just in what you do, it's in how you convey it. You could be brilliant, but if you speak with uncertainty, the world will overlook you. You could have life-changing wisdom, but if you mumble your message, the world won't hear you. Words create perception. Perception creates opportunity. Opportunity creates wealth. Every day you remain silent about your greatness is another day you choose invisibility. Learn to communicate. Learn to tell your story without apology. Learn to present your ideas without shrinking. Learn to articulate your dreams without begging for permission. Speak as if the world depends on your clarity, because your world does. And remember, communication isn't just what you say, it's how you show up. Your energy speaks before your mouth opens. Your posture is a paragraph. Your eye contact is a statement. Don't wait to be discovered. Be unforgettable. Self-discipline, the invisible currency of winners. If success had a scent, it would smell like sweat. If it had a sound, it would be silence at 5 a.m. If it had a texture, it would be the grind of repetition. Self-discipline is not punishment. It's liberation. It frees you from regret, chaos, and mediocrity. It's the invisible contract between who you are and who you are becoming. Average people avoid discipline because it feels like restriction, but masters embrace it because it is the path to freedom. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. It's putting purpose over pleasure, vision over comfort. It's eating the broccoli when your mind screams for cake. It's saying no to the party because your dream didn't RSVP. It's opening the laptop, closing social media, making the call, finishing the rep, writing the plan, studying the course. Not once, but again and again, until success becomes inevitable. You want power, authority, mastery? Then fall in love with discipline, not the result, the process. Because discipline doesn't just build your dream, discipline builds you. Mindset. The garden of growth or decay, mindset is not an accessory. It's the soil of your life. Every belief grows in that soil. Every habit, every action, every result. You cannot out-earn your mindset. You cannot outperform your self-image. You cannot build a castle with the blueprint of a shack. Most people try to change their lives from the outside in. New job, new car, new clothes. But that's just painting over a broken engine. It might look better, but it doesn't run better. You want a better life? Build a better mind. And that starts by eliminating the two thieves that rob you daily: doubt and delay. Doubt whispers, you're not enough. Delay says, you can do it later. Together, they bury potential in a graveyard called almost, but not you. Not anymore. You will challenge the lie, rewrite the story, plant something stronger. From this moment on, you wake up and say, I am the architect. I am the authority. I am done negotiating with mediocrity. Mindset isn't just positivity. It's not chanting affirmations while avoiding action. It's war, a quiet, relentless war between who you are and who you could be. And the only way to win that war is to keep showing up. Every day, one step closer. Habits, the invisible hand that shapes destiny. In the end, it's not just your dreams that define you. It's your habits, the things you do when no one is watching, the standards you set in silence, the invisible hand that sculpts your future. So ask yourself today and every day, what am I planting with my mindset? What am I reinforcing with my attitude? What am I shaping with my words? What am I becoming with my discipline? Because every step counts, and every day is a vote for your future. Choose wisely. The world doesn't pay you for how hard you work. It pays you for how valuable your work is. And that value starts not in your hands, but in your mind. Your mindset is your factory. It produces the ideas, the habits, and the resilience that make wealth not just possible, but inevitable. So if you want wealth, don't just work harder. Think sharper. Upgrade the operating system before you start grinding the gears. Remove the viruses, scarcity, envy, self-pity. Replace them with abundance, strategy, and service. Remember, the most valuable currency in the world is not money, it's attention. And what you give attention to, you multiply. Give it to vision. Give it to growth. Give it to the person you are becoming. Service, the unspoken engine of success. The world doesn't move for the loudest, it moves for the most useful. Want to be irreplaceable? Solve problems others run from. Want to rise? Make others rise. The world may seem like it rewards arrogance and spectacle, but long-term it rewards contribution. Serve without needing applause, build without needing credit, help without needing thanks. Because service is not submission, it's strategy. You make yourself necessary, and necessity never gets laid off. In a noisy world, contribution cuts through the static. People remember how you made them feel, how you helped them grow, how you changed their story. So serve with excellence, with empathy, with consistency. The person who solves the biggest problems never needs to beg for opportunity, they create it. Focus, the scalpel of greatness. In an age of endless options, focus is a superpower. Most fail not from lack of potential, but from lack of direction. They scatter their energy chasing every shiny thing and end up exhausted but unchanged. But the greats? They simplify. They lock in. They prune distractions like dead branches so their energy flows into what actually matters. One vision, one mission, one aligned set of habits. That's where momentum lives. Multitasking is the myth. Progress is found in monotasking, doing one thing with complete attention, then doing the next. When you say yes to your dream, you have to say no to 1,000 other things. That's not sacrifice, it's strategy. Because every time you check your phone, you check out of your future. So build your focus like a fortress. Protect it, guard it, train it. Don't just set goals, design your environment to serve those goals. If your surroundings don't match your intentions will fall. Focus isn't just a skill, it's a sanctuary. Live inside it. Identity, the foundation of your future. You don't get what you want, you get what you are. Your results always rise or fall to meet your identity. So if your life feels stuck, the real question isn't, what should I do? It's, who am I becoming? If you identify as broke, even a raise won't fix your finances. If you see yourself as average, even talent won't make you exceptional. You'll sabotage yourself back to the level of your self-concept. That's why the deepest work is internal. You must rewire who you believe yourself to be. Start saying it now, not when you've earned it. I am disciplined, I am worthy, I am a builder, not a beggar. I am focused, I am powerful. Not because it's magic, but because repetition shapes reality. Speak it, live it, embody it, until the world has no choice but to believe it too. The most powerful transformation starts with a simple declaration. This is who I am now. Environment, the hidden architect of behavior. Show me your environment, and I'll show you your future. You don't rise in isolation, you rise in context. Your surroundings speak to your subconscious every day. If they whisper distraction, you'll drift. If they shout excellence, you'll elevate. Build an environment that forces you to grow, that challenges your laziness, that rewards your effort. Design your space, your schedule, your circle to align with who you want to be. Your friends matter. Your digital diet matters. Your habits are not just what you do, they are what you allow. Every object in your room, every app on your phone, every person in your life is either pulling you forward or holding you back. Make no room for the latter. Energy, your most precious fuel. Forget time management. Focus on energy management. Because you can have all the time in the world, but if your energy is dead, your day is lost. So protect it like your life depends on it, because it does. Sleep like your dreams are real. Move your body like your goals are physical. Eat like you respect your future. Breathe like you want to stay alive long enough to see the legacy you're building. High performance is not about pushing harder, it's about fueling smarter. You can't run a race on fumes. Recharge is not laziness, it's leadership. Vision, the lighthouse in the storm. You will be tested, you will doubt, you will feel alone. But vision, that clear, compelling image of your future, will pull you through when motivation dies. Keep it vivid, write it down, speak it often, visualize it daily. Vision is not a one-time spark, it's a flame you feed. When the world says give up, vision whispers just one more step. It's the reason behind the effort, the compass during chaos. No great life is built by accident. It's built on purpose, with purpose, for purpose. Don't just dream it, design it. Don't just hope for it, hunt it. See it so clearly that no amount of noise can make you forget what you're building. Legacy, the mark that outlives you. At the end of your life, you won't be remembered for what you had. You'll be remembered for who you became and what you gave. Your legacy is not about being famous, it's about being foundational in the lives of others. Did you lead with courage? Did you give more than you took? Did you speak truth when it cost you? Did you live in alignment with your values, even when no one applauded? Legacy is not a future destination, it's a present decision. Every act of discipline, every word of encouragement, every hard choice made in the dark, these are the bricks of your legacy. Build them daily, build them now. Final words, you are not a victim of your life, you are the author of it. And every day, with every thought, choice and action, you are writing a story. The question is, will it be one worth reading? The world doesn't owe you success, but it will offer you a stage if you've earned it. Rise, not because it's easy, but because your purpose demands it. Live, not for applause, but for alignment. Build not just for wealth, but for impact. Because the future is not something you wait for, it's something you create. And it begins with you. One step, one choice, one unshakable decision at a time. Let's go. Say, I am consistent, I am focused, I am relentless. Because identity is not about pretending, it's about becoming. It's about casting votes for the future you with every action you take today. It's not enough to dream big, you must behave big. The moment you align your actions with your identity, your transformation begins. Because when your self-image upgrades, your standards follow. And when your standards rise, your results have no choice but to obey. You become someone who no longer negotiates with excuses, who no longer entertains half effort, who no longer asks, can I, but declares, I will. This is how legends are born, not through luck, but through relentless alignment. They act in alignment with who they decide to be, not who they used to be. So upgrade your identity, not because the world told you to, but because greatness is no longer something you admire, it's something you answer to. Discipline, the bridge between intention and execution. Everyone wants change, few want the cost, but discipline is the cost. It's the quiet, invisible force behind every visible success. It's the choice to show up without applause, to grind without glamour, to persist when passion runs dry. Discipline is doing what you said you'd do, long after the mood you said it in has left. It's waking up before the excuses. It's saying no when the world says yes. It's trading temporary comfort for permanent strength. And here's the truth. The more disciplined you become, the less motivation you need. Because you stop depending on emotion and start relying on systems. Discipline turns chaos into clarity. It turns potential into proof. It turns habits into a highway. And the best part? It's not a gift. It's a skill. You train it, one rep at a time, one choice at a time, one honest day at a time. Vision without action is a hallucination. Dreams without discipline are just decorations, pretty but powerless. You need execution, strategy, relentless follow-through. Your goals are not waiting for motivation, they're waiting for movement. Action is what builds the bridge between where you are and where you belong. So move, even if it's messy, even if it's slow. Start where you are with what you have and let momentum do the rest. Because clarity comes through motion, not meditation. You don't need the perfect plan, you need the first step. Perfection is a lie that keeps you stuck. But progress is real. Progress builds confidence, confidence fuels consistency, and consistency unlocks the door. So, stop waiting, start building. Comparison is the thief of peace. Someone else's chapter 20 is not your chapter 2. Someone else's highlight reel is not your reality. The moment you start comparing, you start discounting your journey. You lose gratitude, you lose focus, you lose your edge. Understand this. No one else can do your work. No one else can carry your purpose. You were not born to imitate, you were born to ignite. Run your race, stay in your lane. Honor your timing. What's meant for you won't miss you, but you can miss it by wasting your life watching theirs. The only person you should compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. Be better than that person. That's it. That's the path. Gratitude, the multiplier of momentum. It's not just a soft feeling, it's a power move. Gratitude doesn't make you passive, it makes you powerful. Because when you're grateful, you shift your perspective. You stop focusing on what you lack and start seeing what you have. You stop chasing more and start building from abundance. Gratitude turns pressure into presence. It turns waiting into walking. It turns obstacles into opportunities to prove who you are. Start and end each day with it. Speak it. Write it. Feel it. It's not denial, it's direction. Gratitude says, I may not be where I want to be yet, but I'm on the path. And that is enough for today. Purpose, the compass through chaos. When you're clear on why, you can endure almost any how. Purpose turns pain into fuel. It gives your struggle context. Without it, every setback feels like punishment. With it, every setback becomes preparation. Purpose doesn't always feel magical. Sometimes it feels heavy, but it's the kind of weight that strengthens you, that calls you to rise, that whispers, keep going, this matters. If you don't know your purpose yet, don't panic. Don't sit still. Move, serve, learn, act. Purpose is not found, it is forged. You meet it in the doing, not the doubting. So ask yourself daily, who do I want to help? What problem do I want to solve? What legacy do I want to leave? Let those questions burn like a beacon. Let them guide your days. Because purpose isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. And the moment you find it, the storms won't stop, but you will. Ownership, the gateway to power. You can blame or you can build, but you can't do both. Until you take radical ownership of your time, your choices, your habits, your outcomes, you remain a spectator in your own life. But when you own it all, everything becomes a tool. Every failure becomes feedback. Every weakness becomes a workout. Every detour becomes data. You stop pointing fingers. You start pulling levers. No more I'll try. No more I can't because only if it's going to be, it's up to me. That's the energy that changes everything. You've heard enough now. You don't need more quotes. You don't need more permission. You need action. You need alignment. You need to build like the person who already has what you seek. So today, declare it. I am a builder. I am consistent. I am a finisher. I am valuable. I am becoming the person I promised myself. Not someday, because the dream is waiting. And now, you're ready to meet it. The moment where the old you dies and the real you rises. Today is not just another day. It's the day. The day you stop living on autopilot. The day you stop negotiating with mediocrity. The day you stop postponing your purpose for a more perfect time. This is the line in the sand, and you get to draw it. From this moment forward, you don't lower your standards to fit in. You don't water down your vision to be accepted. You don't wait for confidence. You build it through courage. You've heard enough. You've doubted enough. You've shrunk enough. Now is the moment you step into who you were born to be. With all your power, with all your truth, with fire in your heart and purpose in your bones. So stop asking, what if I fail? Start declaring, what if I fly? Because this is not the end. This is the beginning of discipline over distraction, of commitment over convenience, of truth over comfort, of purpose over perfection. And every step you take from here, it's not just progress, it's prophecy. You're not hoping anymore, you're building. You're not dreaming anymore, you're deciding. You're not waiting anymore. You are becoming. So take the next step, then the next, then the next. Because the door is open, the pen is in your hand, and the story of your life, it gets rewritten right now. Let the world feel your shift. Let your future feel your arrival. And let today forever be remembered as the day you stopped surviving and started leading your life. Stop lying about how fine you are when you're falling apart. Stop lying about what you want, what you need, and who you know you were born to be. Because pretending is exhausting. And truth, raw, unfiltered truth, is freedom. It's not always easy, but it is always worth it. The truth might cost you comfort. It might cost you relationships. It might even cost you a version of your identity that you've clung to for too long. But what you gain is real life. Truth gives birth to clarity. It's the foundation you build your future on, and every lie you tell yourself is a crack in the structure of your success. So stop minimizing your calling. Stop editing your dreams to make others comfortable. Stop waiting for permission to be honest. Brutally, beautifully, relentlessly honest. Because when you live in truth, you walk in power. Vision. You were not born to repeat yesterday. You were born to build tomorrow. Your life is not a reaction, it is a creation. And vision is what separates architects from survivors. You must see beyond what is and create from what could be. Not in delusion, but in decision. Because if you can't see it, you can't build it. And if you don't build it, you'll be hired by someone else to build theirs. So close your eyes and ask yourself, what does my future look like when I stop shrinking? What does my life feel like when I stop delaying? What would I create if I trusted the fire in my chest more than the fear in my mind? Vision is not wishful thinking. It's prophetic commitment. It's seeing the world not as it is, but as you will it to become. So write it, speak it, paint it on your walls, put it in your schedule, carve it into your habits. Don't just dream. Design ownership. No one is coming to save you. Not your boss, not your partner, not your parents, not your government. You are responsible. Not for what happened to you, but for what you choose to do with it. Ownership is radical. It's not blame, it's power. It's saying, this happened, but it will not define me. This hurt me, but it will not halt me. This is hard, but I am harder to break. When you stop waiting for circumstances to shift and start taking ownership of your energy, your attitude, your reactions, your patterns, you stop being a victim of life and start being the author of it. Resilience life won't go according to plan. It will punch you in the mouth. It will test everything you said you wanted. It will demand proof of your commitment. And when it does, you have a choice: collapse or rise. Resilience is built in the aftermath. It's not forged in the good times. It's not proven when everything flows. It's shown when the money dries up, when the support goes silent, when the road disappears, and you build a new one with your bare hands. You want to be great? Then learn how to get back up, faster, stronger, wiser. Resilience is not immunity to pain, it's immunity to defeat. Because pain is a teacher, failure is a sculptor, resistance is the gym of the soul. and those who rise over and over again are undeniable. Intentionality. Don't drift through life. Design it. Every word you say, every post you make, every person you engage, every dollar you spend, every minute you give, make it count. Stop waking up and hoping for a good day. Start commanding your day. What you don't schedule doesn't happen. What you don't track, you don't transform. What you don't guard gets stolen by default. Intentionality is not about control. It's about clarity. It's living on purpose, with purpose, for a purpose. So before you say yes to anything today, ask, does this align with the future I'm building? If the answer is no, let it go. You don't have time to waste becoming someone you're not. Faith, when all else fails, believe anyway. Faith is not blind. Faith sees what's not here yet. It's the quiet whisper that says, I don't have proof, but I have purpose. I don't know how, but I will find a way. I may be scared, but I will not stop. Faith is the invisible power behind unstoppable people. It's what keeps you going when logic says quit. It's what separates those who try from those who transcend. And it's not just belief in something bigger, it's belief in you, in your ability to transform, to shift, to grow, to become. Because no one else gets to define your potential, only you do. So walk forward with faith so loud that fear can't breathe in your presence. Final word. The life you want is not built in a burst. It's built in the daily, the disciplined, the deliberate. One truth at a time, one brave move at a time, one alignment at a time. No more waiting. No more apologizing, no more dimming your light to keep others comfortable. This is your time, your fire, your fight, your freedom. So stand tall, speak truth, move with fire, live with integrity, and every day without fail, take one step closer, because the world is waiting for the you you've always been destined to become. Now go meet them. One step closer, the manifesto of becoming. There comes a moment in your life when you stop circling the mountain and finally begin to climb. That moment is not marked by noise or applause, but by quiet clarity. It's when you stop talking about success and start embodying it. Because the truth is, you're not starting from zero. You're starting from experience, from survival, from the hard-earned wisdom forged in fire. You failed, yes, but you're still here. That means failure didn't finish you. That means you're not too late. You are, in fact, right on time for your next level. From this moment forward, let this be your mantra. Every day, one step closer. One step in discipline. One step in truth. One step in boldness. One step in becoming the person you were born to be. You don't need 100 breakthroughs today. You need one step, just one, and tomorrow another. And if you keep moving, no matter how slowly, you'll realize that success is no longer a matter of if, but when. Because success doesn't belong to the lucky, it belongs to the committed. So rise, wake up your mind, command your emotions, guard your time, live in alignment, declare your worth. Move with purpose, walk like you belong. Because the life you dream of is not a fantasy, it's waiting on the other side of your daily decisions. Energy, the currency of success. You can have talent, you can have drive, you can have vision. But if you don't have energy, you won't follow through. Energy isn't just a feeling, it's fuel, and the future you're building requires fuel to sustain the fire. If your energy is scattered, your greatness is leaking. If your energy is drained, your potential becomes dormant. High performance isn't just about time management, it's about energy management. And you must protect it like your future depends on it, because it does. Stop giving your best energy to distractions, to gossip, to people who drain you. Stop trading your peace for approval. Stop surrendering your clarity to chaos. Energy is not only physical, it's mental, emotional, spiritual. It's what you eat, what you believe, who you spend time with, what you tolerate, what you consume. All of it either adds to or subtracts from your destiny. Clean your space, cut off what dims your fire, invest in what fuels you. You don't need more time, you need more presence in the time you already have. The most successful people aren't the most gifted, they're the most energized. They are intentional with their fire. So become ruthless with your energy. Honor it, because when you protect your energy, you protect your future. Environment, sacred soil for success. Imagine planting a seed in toxic soil. You water it, you pray over it, you speak to it, yet it withers. Not because the seed is weak, but because the soil is wrong. You are the seed, and your environment is your soil. You cannot grow in poison. You cannot evolve in a space filled with gossip, chaos, mediocrity, and passive aggression. You cannot rise in rooms that mock your dreams, dishonor your boundaries, or treat your greatness as an inconvenience. Most people don't fail because they're not capable. They fail because they stay loyal to toxic spaces. Your future requires better soil. So walk away from what poisons you, even if it's familiar, even if it comes with a familiar face. Because the cost of staying is far greater than the discomfort of walking alone. The right environment, filled with energy, truth, alignment, will pull you forward. In it, you won't just survive, you'll bloom. Execution, the world pays for done. The world does not reward potential, it rewards results. It doesn't pay you for dreams, it pays you for what you finish. Execution is not glamorous, it's not aesthetic, it's not always Instagram worthy, but it is what builds everything real. You can have the greatest ideas in the world, the deepest sense of calling, but if you don't execute, it means nothing. Execution means moving when you're not ready. Showing up when your confidence is at zero, choosing progress over perfection, doing the work before the applause. Ideas are cheap, execution is wealth, and the people winning aren't the smartest, they're the ones who finished. So whatever you've been putting off, the book, the business, the decision, stop waiting. Consistency, the hidden engine of greatness. Motivation gets you started, but consistency gets you somewhere. Everyone starts, few finish. Consistency is what separates hype from transformation. It's not about being perfect, it's about being predictable. Predictable in your pursuit of mastery, predictable to your purpose, predictable in showing up, even when no one is watching. Success doesn't belong to the fastest, it belongs to the ones who keep going. So show up when it's boring, work when it's hard, rebuild when life breaks you, swing when no one's clapping. If you stay in motion, no matter how slow, momentum will eventually bow to your discipline, and success will have no choice but to meet you on the path. Courage, fear doesn't leave, you outgrow it. Most people wait for fear to go away before they act, but fear doesn't leave. It evolves, it disguises itself at every level. Start a business, fear of failure. Succeed, fear of being seen. Lead, fear of being misunderstood. But courage isn't about the absence of fear. It's about refusing to be ruled by it. Every time you act in spite of fear, you reclaim your power. You train your nervous system to recognize, I am not a slave to sensation. Do it scared, do it doubting, do it trembling, but do it. Because courage is not a personality trait, it's a practice. And the more you practice it, the more you become a force the world cannot ignore. Truth, the foundation that doesn't break. You can lie to the world and still rise, but if you lie to yourself, you're already falling. Pretending will get you applause, but it won't get you peace. Living out of alignment with your truth is the real prison. Saying yes when you mean no, smiling when your soul is breaking, numbing your intuition. That's not success, that's slow death. Truth is the mirror that calls you higher. It doesn't always feel good. It often offends before it liberates. But when you live in truth, your no becomes sacred, your yes becomes fire, and your direction becomes divine. Transformation. Let the old you die. Transformation doesn't feel like magic. It feels like death. The death of who you used to be. The death of patterns that once protected you. The death of relationships that don't recognize the new you. Most people resist transformation because they don't want to lose themselves. But the paradox is this: you cannot become who you are until you let go of who you're not. You cannot carry your future while clinging to your past. You cannot rise while gripping small thinking. Let it go, it will cost you. But what you gain, clarity, freedom, power, is worth everything. Destiny, you were born for this. You are not random. You are not here by accident. You were born on purpose, with purpose. Your voice, your energy, your story, they matter. And if you hide them, the world misses out. Destiny doesn't chase, it calls. And only the brave answer. It won't force itself on you. You must choose it. Not once, every day. Your calling lives in the dreams that won't die, in the burdens you can't shake, in the passion that wakes you at night. Follow it. The long game master endurance. The world honors speed, but destiny honors endurance. The greatest builders aren't those who start fast, but those who keep going. Those who show up year after year, those who plant seeds in silence, those who remain rooted even when no one claps. Success is not about explosions, it's about staying power. So stay. Take the mountain. Now you stand at the edge of everything you've ever wanted, and you realize it was never about the mountain, it was about the becoming. The real victory? You didn't quit. You kept climbing. You rose from every hit. You evolved. So now, take the step, not in desperation, but dominion. Not as a beggar, but as someone who knows they belong. Because now, there's no going back. Now you are every day, one step closer to greatness, and nothing can stop you.